Hey now, how's everybody doing today? This Thursday, April 24th. Can you believe April's almost over? Um, I think I showed this to you guys before. This is my world, like our Earth, like our Earth, just our Earth, our planet. And this has been one of my tools for prayer for a long, long time because you send out the energy that you want to also receive. So, to everybody blessing the world. But when you have people in your life who love you and know you and have been with you a long time, well, they start coming up with other things that can also be a blessing to you as well. So I was very fortunate that one of my dear friends, like lifer, we've been rocking our relationship since we were what, babies. Our parents were pregnant together damn near at the same time. So my best friend Stephanie, who wherever you are, girl, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Uh, she upped the ante. Okay. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Thank you guys for joining me on my YouTube and my TikTok. Thank you so much. So, my girl, because she loves me, gave me the universe. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at that. The universe. The universe. And man, what an honor. I feel like my job here is to make light. And I do. I make affirmation aromatherapy candles with affirmations on them. I teach mindful guided meditation classes through my Zoom, guiding you into your inner space so you can find that peace. I even do this particular formatted show once a week live, just so we can get together and I can share some bits of information from the astrology, aromatherapy world, and take what you want from it, believe the rest. It's okay. Don't be hateful and ugly because you don't need to be. Just ignore me and go about your business. I've understood why people need to sit there and tell you how much they don't like something. I hear you. Cool beans. Let's keep going. Let's keep it moving because that's the one thing we must focus on is keeping all of this going forward, keeping this in balance with what's going on around you, holding on to your universe. Hold on to your universe. Don't let anybody take you off task, and that includes family and friends, even close friends, because sometimes they're going through a lot and they make a left turn, you made a right turn, and you're just not on the same path at the time, right? You guys just not seeing things the same way. Nothing wrong with that. People grow, they change. How you guys get back together is going to be how everything naturally, divinely flows. And that shouldn't be hard. That should not be hard. That should be a smooth transition where you feel good and you share your goodness, true goodness with the people you love, and they in turn share the same thing with you, right? Because that's called making light. That's called creating a positive vibration around you. And having things to symbolize, like the universe. Hey, now, how you doing on YouTube? It just keeps me grounded because I know there's something beyond us here, and I can't let myself get upset and start flying off the handles because there's only one Ari, guys, and there's a lot of you guys, so I have to maintain my balance just for the flow around me, this chi to keep going. So let's just make sure we're praying for the universe as well, ourselves and everybody around us. Yeah. Okay. Which brings me to today's topic. We're going to be talking about Neptune in Aries. Just a quick intro. Hi, I'm Spiritual Coach Ari Mac. So sorry, but I have to drink. I just have to drink water. I love it. I've helped hundreds of people achieve their personal goals through my strategies through astrology, affirmation, aromatherapy, but more importantly, spirituality. Because when you connect to your higher power, what feels good to you inside, the world is your oyster. So I do that through my astrology. I do that through my affirmations and aromatherapy. I do got some aromatherapy suggestions for you. Please check out my website, countessbari.com. There's free affirmations there. If you guys want to just have an affirmation to go with, go to the website and grab that. And, just keep the vibe going. Keep the vibe going because that's the key. Okay? That's the key is keep it going. So, mm, right now, with Neptune being in Aries, now Neptune, it rules astrology wise Pisces, right? And that deals with spirituality, dreams, imagination, all that stuff. It also can be depression, it also can be illusion, magic, all that fun stuff. And it's sitting in the 12th house, which is its natural planet. Well, the sun sign, the signs just shifted the dial in the big scope. So Neptune takes 165 years to go through its full cycle. Yeah, 165 years. So it just finished and now it just hit Aries, which is kind of a once in a lifetime thing for you to actually kind of be down here for that energy because Aries, right, which we're just leaving, and happy birthday, all my Tauruses, happy birthday, all my Tauruses, happy birthday. Aries rules self, ego. It likes to take charge. Mary had a little lamb. It could be very sweet and kind. But then the ram has, it's literally named after the horns on its head, will start something. It will go head on first because it rules the head. So when you have spirituality meeting your ego, your pride, your dreams, your imaginations, you're opening up now to whatever it is that you truly feel passionate about, things that you want to have happen in your life, situations, if you want to go on a trip, if you want to meet new people, change careers, make money differently. This type of energy will push you in that direction. Now, I literally make light. Literally, I make candles and do spiritual coaching and teach classes for a living. Thank you, sweet spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this represents light and liquid coming together in an aromatherapy capacity. All right. So thank you, Crazy Life, for joining me today. Appreciate it. And mm, mm, if you could smell the aroma, because we forget how powerful our sense of smell is. We just forget. We just assume it's not a big deal. Who gives a hoot? No, no. Smell can save your life because you can smell dumb shit. You can. You know when something's dumb shit. But you got to decide how you want to deal with it. Okay? Because it smells like poo poo. Yeah, it smells like shit. For real. For real. And inside yourself, you know that. And Neptune in Aries is going to make that clear. There will be a feeling, there'll be an emotion, there's something that comes in that will let you know what time it is in whatever situations you're dealing with. And you got to decide if you're going to listen to it or not. Yeah. Yeah. Because at this point in our existence, we cannot pretend we don't know. You can't pretend like you're not sure. You can't even pretend like you don't get it because somebody may be videotaping your ass and show you exactly what you did. Hi, how you doing, Miss Aries? So we are hitting this major opportunity for self-growth. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to do everything on your own, but if you do go out searching and looking for things, Neptune in Aquarius talks about, more like culty things because people want to co-op. There's nothing wrong with co-oping. Just make sure there's some rhythm, some authenticity, like you really know what you're stepping into. Okay? Because that's the other thing about Neptune being in Aries is that it wants to govern, it wants to expand, because Aries loves a good party. I've not met an Aries yet that didn't want to have a good time. With Aries energy, fire energy in particular, will be benefiting from this Neptune in Aries. Oh, thank you for giving me hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Because fire is about initiation, is it not? And that's my Leos, my Aries, and my Sagittariuses. Now, literally for Aries, I'm going to ask you guys to listen to your intuition and own it. Own that shit. Own what you feel before you say something, and you cannot take it back. You may be right as rain. You may be completely on point, but you may not be in the right company to be saying too much doo-doo to the wrong people. They'll take it the wrong way, and next thing you know, people don't like you, or they got attitude, or they think you said something. Because that's the other thing. Make sure you're clear in how you're feeling with your words, because Neptune in Aries also makes us very passionate, very passionate. So if you already got like a hot tamale blood, like I'm a passionate person. I say things with feelings. I say things with emotion. And I always try to make sure I'm being my authentic self. That's all you can do. Once you've established this is your character, this is who you are, if somebody else chooses to challenge that, you got to bless them and love them, because you can't control another person just like they can't control you. Yourself that high vibration. Have you experienced yourself that high vibration? Well, see, that's a good question. That's a good question. When you talk about high vibration, and I talk more about this in my GAP program, my guided astrology program. You can check that out at Countess by Ari. We have a special going on that right now. There's a peace that comes over you when you're doing the right things. There's a flow that goes through you when you're in divine design, meaning you go to the store and the things you need are available. There is no large crowd. You get your favorite cashier to cash you out that day. Everybody seems to be flowing with you, not against you. This is how you know when you're in divine flow. That's a part of that high vibration, and that's why you have to do your day-to-day, whatever it is you do. I suggest meditating, praying, and doing your affirmations. And worst case, get a coach, Spiritual Coach Ari Mac, because we can help you get on track. But you got to initiate something. See, that's where that free will comes from. No one can control you. No one can control you. They can manipulate you. They can starve your ass. They can treat you like you're stupid and make you feel belittled. But they cannot control you. That's something you give or you don't. And if you don't give it, then you're definitely going to be taken advantage of, because you're dealing with situations now that you need to be honest with yourself so that you can be honest about how you're going to proceed. And you know my golden rule: when in doubt, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I'm going to make a pin that just says shut the fuck up. Because literally, sometimes you just need to assess it. You just need to take a moment and review, what the hell am I saying? What am I saying? Now, vibrationally, when you're not in balance, like when you're going low, 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 you attract nothing but doo-doo. You could go to the store and don't have anything you want. And if they do, it's old, or it's not the color you need, or it's the size you need. Because now you're on a spiral. You're on a spiral. And then you start affirming, ain't nothing going to happen good today. Everything's going to suck today, because you're already going in that dwelling. You're starting to take up some real estate over there. Yeah, you're starting to think, maybe everything does just suck. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody goes through ups and downs. It's a part of human existence. Absolutely. But there's a difference when you can control it. You can control it. When you can actually stop, slow down, take a deep breath. It's part of being mature. It's part of growing up. It's part of being responsible and taking yourself seriously, and breathe. Just breathe. They even have songs about it. Just breathe. Seriously, just breathe. Mm-hmm. Breathe and drink some water. Breathe and call a friend. Breathe and go outside and just look around and take a deep breath and regain some composure. Regain some composure. Mm-hmm. Because life has a way of starting to catch up to you. So if you've done good in your life, most likely good's going to come your way. Now, if you made poor choices, and when you made poor choices because they didn't help you get better, you took advantage, you didn't do something, you didn't finish something, whatever. Learn from those those choices. Learn from those mistakes. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Because a part of learning is I didn't know. Now I know. I will do better. You didn't know. People are so hard on themselves when they're trying to learn something. I should just know that. How? How? How are you supposed to know this? How are you supposed to be prepared? You can study something all day and get into the field and realize that it's not you. And it sucks. So, energetically speaking, we have to, my hands keep itching. Whew. Thank you, sweet spirit. We have to use this time with Neptune being in Aries to really look inside ourselves. Now, look inside ourselves and let things be, especially if you can't change the past. It's a tough one. I'm not going to say it's an easy cookie. It's not an easy cookie to swallow, to have to look at a mistake. Hindsight is always 2020. You can see everything now. You know exactly how you should have handled it. But it's done. It's done. Yeah, it's done. So there's nothing you can do to change that. So why, oh why would you continue to beat yourself up over it? Just saying. Because at this point in time, we need to conserve our energy to take full advantage of the blessings that Spirit tries to give us. And I can tell you one blessing you should all be thankful for. Everything on your body works. I have friends and family that are going through a lot of physical challenges. It sucks when you can't do what you want to do and you're restricted and your body won't respond to certain things. It is not a good feeling to not to be able to do whatever the heck you want because your body's not in a condition to do those things. And I'm talking like driving a car, walking, simple stuff, guys. So if everything on you right now works and ain't nothing physically wrong with you, give thanks for that. Show some gratitude for that. Go buy yourself some lotion or, get yourself some chapstick and just put a little moisture on it. Maybe take yourself to a decent meal tonight. Like, treat yourself right. Because if nothing's wrong with you, and this does not have to cost a lot of money. I'm just saying something that would make you feel good about you. If you can't get it today, plan it for tomorrow. All right? But just being thankful for your body. Let's just start there. Can I get a witness? So if you can do that, then you definitely are a winner. You should just pat yourself on the back right there. Because everything works. And maybe it needs more lubrication. You see me drinking water. I went to Costco. It's been crazy going to Costco because all the stuff that's going on. So I just saw a deal on these little bottles that I didn't know they were little. I saw 90 for like $6 or $7, and it was such a crowded line that I just heaved one and picked it up and took it to my basket and threw it in. I had no idea it was 8-ounce little jars. And yes, I do recycle. So I'm really big on recycling. We do it every single week. We have bins already set up. So I don't mind doing this because I do give back to the environment. But anywho, it's 8 ounces of water. And I find myself going through like 10 of them or something, or 12 of them, because I feel like they're like for children. Maybe it is for a child. And I just, probably. But I am a God's child. So it is for me too. Anyway, so I've been trying to drink them off, but I got like 120. I got some crazy ass amount of them. And, like I said, it's like Smurf around here. We have to just keep sniffing. Yes, my Smurf bottle. Yes, it is my Smurf bottle. And anybody that knows me knows that I even have to laugh at my own shit because I really did only grab what I thought was a good deal. I didn't look at all the details. So hopefully, cross your fingers. It's lasted for the whole month. And we've been drinking water like crazy. So I think this weekend we may be able to kill it, because that's the other thing. I can't buy too much more because I have space issues going on right now. Once you do rewiring, you deal with reorganizing, and That's a lot. So I won't even touch upon that. So anyway, that was my little story. But 8 ounces, 8 of these would be 64 ounces in a day. I'm laughing because maybe this is to help somebody else. I'm not sure, but it actually is very convenient because I can put them in my pocket. I keep water bottles because it's a convenient way for me to keep up with my count, and I recycle. I tried using the bottle bottles, and I'm just bad with them. Plus, after a while, they taste a little funny. Now, I heard that I was supposed to probably clean them differently, and I will. I swear. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the filter is fantastic and, perfect. But for me, it's the plastic bottles. But anyway, 8 ounces. I got to do 8 of these. You can do a couple of them a day. Just a couple. That's not that hard. It isn't. I'm going to finish this off. Yeah, it's a Smurf. It's a Smurf bottle. So anyway, as we move into this Neptune and Aries, this is a time for you to get into your dreams. Like really get into what is it that makes you happy? What would you like to see more of in your life? Right? Like if you've ever had a dream of a hobby, like my hobby was candle making, and it became a business. And it works with my spiritual coaching. But that was all organically developed. Even our programs have all been organically developed because I follow spirit and I do my best to listen. So once you get into listening and just, take a painting class, you can actually pretty much do a lot of stuff online. So you can even look up different hobbies to see, where they at and if they changed. I had a cousin who at one time collected stamps, stamps, like stamps that you put in letters. And, man, it keeps etching. Blessings, blessings. The Her father had collected stamps, so he left her a stamp collection, and we just thought it was kind of silly. Nobody ever took it seriously, but every Christmas I'd send her and get her a stamp or whatever. Well, it turned out she has some pretty rare stamps that are now considered collector's items. So cousin said, no, it's a chatter. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Yes, I'm accepting my blessings. And that's why I'm doing this, guys. Look, Neptune in Aries, I'm the sun sign Pisces. That's hitting me straight in my face. And I have a lot of Aries in my chart. Venus rising, my Saturn's in Aries. I have to discipline myself or I don't do well. But I know how to read a chart. And this positioning is letting me know that as long as I continue to reach out to you guys and you participate in one of the meditation classes, come to the free seminar we're going to have next month. It'll be live on Zoom. So definitely make sure you're a part of my database to get that information to you. I'm starting a new free program next month that's going to be the Mercury. Each sign of the zodiac goes through Mercury. So I'm going to give you a little cheat sheet on what that means if your Mercury's in that position or you have to kind of interact with coworkers. Now that's normally like $75 just for me to analyze that. That's going to be my treat to you. Okay, but you got to like, you got to follow, you got to participate, because this is all about vibrational energy growing and growing and growing. And this is about the quality, guys, because we want quality in our existence, right? You just don't want a bunch of bullshit because you don't need it. Peace is a beautiful thing. And sometimes you got to define your boundaries to keep your peace, because there's people that don't have peace. They just don't have it. They don't know what it is. It's a foreign thing. And because it's so foreign, it's hard for them to imagine when they have somebody sitting right in front of them that is actually living the dream. That's actually okay and cool with all the blessings that Spirit's given. That sometimes is unbelievable. They don't believe it. And it's understandable. It's understandable. Because it is quite magical when you are listening to your intuition and just flowing with it and picking and choosing the best course of action for your mental and spiritual well-being. It is a beautiful thing. It's a lovely thing. So definitely check out the free affirmations at countessbyari.com and join, because we're going to be sending out information. We got meditation class this Sunday, the 27th at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I do have a coupon that I'm setting out for a discount on that, and I'm going to shoot that out later on tonight. So if you guys want to be part of that, definitely go over to countessbyari.com, download your free affirmation worksheet, and look for that coupon. Now, this month, okay, before I jump into that, um, fire signs, you're gonna have to really you're gonna get fired up. You mean literally fire, Neptune, and it's just fire. That's my Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius. Fire, fire, fire. You're gonna feel like you can do anything, and you know what? You damn near can. So definitely just look at how you're doing things and look to who you're helping and who's helping you. Let it be a positive exchange. All right. Scent this month is it's going to be in the citrus family, the citrine family, because first of all, it's abundant. It's not that expensive. I know everything's kind of going up. I get that. We bless it, okay? That you have more than enough money to buy and get whatever you need under grace, especially food. Food, blessings to you. Bless you have plenty on your plate and a roof over your head. So it is. But energetically, okay, the citron family, orange, lemon, grapefruit, limes, tangerines, okay, they all come off trees, right? And some of the pills on the outside of these little beautiful creatures has more vitamin C than in anything else. So you can take the zest, clean it, whatever you get. Let's say you get a lemon. Okay, that yellow part of the lemon, make sure you clean it really well. And then just take your paring mat and just nick off just the yellow part. Don't go into the white part. And you can chop that up. You could put it in a little baggie and freeze it. And whenever you make a drink or have something you want to have refreshing, throw that in there. And that lemon zest, it's even good with salad dressings. Yeah, because I make a lot of my own salad dressings, and with that zest of the lemon, it's just such a it's like the chef's kiss. So definitely look to it. And you know what else? The lemons and limes, they're superfoods. They're colors, they're fragrances. We can wear them, we can eat them, we can smell them. I mean, dang, the universe hooked us up, but we got to use them. And yes, okay, yes. And the kale salad, we ain't gonna talk about that. That's for the GAP program, because I'm also going to include in the guided astrology program dietary stuff, because just knowing how to make a fresh salad doesn't have to always be just a green leafy salad. You can make a salad out of a lot of different things. And I'm going to be giving away a lot of the stuff that I do, because growing up in the South, you had to eat vegetables and they had to figure out a way to get them in. So we'll talk about that in the GAP program. By the way, that's on sale. Intro $9.99, regular price $29.99 a month. You get lots of chunkful information, chunks. So just remember to take what you have and see what else you can make from it. Okay? Don't be so quick to just dismiss. Let the universe stop and talk to you. See, I told you that water, those little baby things. Let's see. Okay, so I got to the citrine meditation class the 27th. I write notes. I have to. There's no way I'm going to remember all this stuff. I should not try to remember all this stuff. Okay, so as we go down this path of Neptune stepping into Aries, it's got a retro sometime in the middle part of the year, going back into Pisces, and then it's going to go back again into Aries going into January 2026, and it's going to stay there permanently. So right now is the time to get your structure together. Get a notebook, get a notepad, start writing down your inspiration, what's going on with you. If you're feeling restless about something, investigate why. Because maybe you're trying to tell yourself something and you don't know how to interpret it. And I find that good people take too much shit and they don't know how to stop. Yeah, they don't want to look at something that's, gosh darn awful, and they don't want to make strife, but you do need to be clear that there is strife so that you know how to proceed, right? For your own well-being. This is about your own mental and spiritual well-being. You ain't arguing with nobody. You ain't got to argue with anybody. If they don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it. But if you are meditating and praying on what's bothering you, usually the right people will show up because they may be feeling the same. That energy may be not just you. It could be a cult status of how people think at certain spots and they want that to be the norm. Who knows? But you take the time now, especially with this energy, just to tune in to see, what am I saying? What am I feeling? What's going on with me? And don't be dismissive of it. Don't be dismissive of the little things, because the little things lead to the bigger things. Every little step leads you towards your goal, but you have to keep taking those little steps. And I know it gets hard. I trust and believe. Trust and believe. I know you just sometimes got to operate on faith, especially when you're dealing with a lot of different scenarios at the same time, and you have to keep that blessing. Otherwise, it comes out in your body. You start getting stiff, things don't work as well, you don't bounce back, you're eating poorly. You see the cycle. Next thing you know, you just go out, you're good. Don't let it do it. Don't let stress and other people's nonsense become yours. Do your homework, stay due diligent, use the affirmations that I'm suggesting. Just go to the website, get them, take them out, and come to meditation class. I'm inviting you, okay? And yes, I'll be sending that discount today. So definitely like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Because energetically, we all need a mental break. And sometimes we can't take it because we're still where we are. But you know what? In the end, thank you. Appreciate the gifts. Thank you. But in the end, guys, we have to look at us. We have to look at ourselves. We have to find, okay, so that didn't work and it sucked and it hurt. And I'm being extremely lighthearted right now about it, because I know when you're in it, it's 1,000 times worse with so much more boo-boo, right? And usually the players are all live in person. And family's the most difficult, because family's like luggage, you can't get rid of them. Okay? Oh, how you doing, Auntie Shada? So as we are allowing new energy to come towards us, as we start seeing new opportunities, just take a step to do the homework. Just ask a few questions. Put your name on a list. And if you don't want them to have your personal email address, start a new one online just to receive information, because there's nothing wrong with knowledge, guys. There's nothing wrong with growing up and learning and being better. And more importantly, liking yourself, baby. Like yourself. Like this. Because this is all you got in the end. This is it. Okay? The universe loves you, but we only have a certain amount of time in this body, on this planet, for a certain duration. Okay? And maybe right now is our time to shine, because we are just beautiful, lovely people, and we have so much knowledge available to us. I mean, these little smartphones and this internet information, wow. Oh, thank you, Missy Dad. Appreciate. Thank you. But we got to take care of this sweet body, guys. We got to love ourselves. We got to treat ourselves the way we want others to treat us. And that's just being kind to yourself. Knowing when something looks like doo-doo, smells like doo, it's doo-doo. It's doo-doo. It's just fucking doo-doo. And sometimes it may be in a package you like. I think that's one of the hard parts, is when you like someone or you like something and then they're kind of doo-doo, and you're like, fudge, because you don't want them to be doo-doo, right? You want them to be better. And everybody is human, so, put everything in perspective. I think that's part of growing up, is learning to, appreciate the good aspects, and maybe, don't be fucking around with those negative ones. If somebody's, kind of on some deviant shit, just know I can only go out to lunch with them every couple of weeks, or once a month, maybe once a year. Hey, I'll Zoom them. Don't know. You got to pick and choose how close you want to get close to certain parameters. Because it's up to us now. This energy gives us an opportunity to think, to clear our heads internally. And if you don't think you dream, because everybody dreams, just try just to see what pops in your head, when you wake up. Or think about something in particular before you go to sleep at night. And just see. Just see in the morning if you feel better, or take a nap and see if things come in clearer to you. What I'm asking you to do is take care of yourself. Like literally slow down. Think about where you're at. Think about what you're trying to accomplish. and then execute it to the best of your abilities of whatever you have for that day. Let me tell you something. You'll get more done when you're focused and concentrated than when you're pushing through and you're just, busting it out. You're getting that done, but it is like piss and vinegar and everything's screwy and your nerves are shot to shit and nothing's funny because now you push beyond your comfort zone. Now you're just hulking out or something. That's not good either. See, there has to be a divine design where you get into your flow, stay there for a little bit, maybe switch off, go get something to eat, go to the bathroom, walk around. I'm telling you, one of my challenges is I have to step away from the computer about every 30, 40 minutes because I write, I'm online, I'm developing online, I talk to my team online. So I'm online and then I'll pick up my phone and start again. I mean, literally, the universe had to say, stop. So now I have a routine that by a certain time I cut the phone off or put it on the charger and leave that bitch alone. Period. And even with my computer, by a certain time, I have to cut off. No matter if I finish work or not, I make notes and then I'll continue. Because you can't push yourself beyond a certain point, or you shouldn't. You can, but you shouldn't. Because once you get to that point, it's not comfortable, but you've made your body become accustomed to it. Who wants to work hard? I want to work smart, not hard. I mean, I don't mind busting it out, but I want it to get into the auto flow where everything is naturally flowing into the directions that it should be. And that's what divine design look like. That's how spirit operates, is when your vibration is consistently asking and you're growing from the opportunities that spirit's putting in your path, then your doors are going to continue to open because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is, hey, that's what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to be inspired. You're supposed to have passion. You're not supposed to sit on the sidelines and just wait for life to get you. To do what? Do you really think things are going to change without some effort on your part? Just saying. Just saying. So as we enter this Neptune in Aries, please follow, like, subscribe, and definitely check out my websites. We got candlesbyari.com. That's where you can get the free affirmation guide that's already up. I am working on the Mercury report. That's going to start next month because I just need a little time because there's a lot going on. The GAP program, the guided astrology program, is alive, and that's weekly now. I send out weekly Zoom links to all the members about what's going on specifically around their signs, and they do get to ask questions, and it's a great community. It's a great community. And we will be having meditation class this Sunday, the 27th, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, here's the beautiful part about the meditation class. I have a library that I put together through my Zoom links of all my meditations. I listen to my own meditations. When I can't sleep or I need to rest, I actually put my meditation on and I fall asleep because I'm listening to my own self, which is just taking you into your inner space. So if you cannot make it to the class, you can still purchase you can still register and just let me know and I'll send you your copy. How about that? All right. And just take a look at the website. We got color and candles and classes combo. Say that fast 3 times. Also available for people who want their monthly subscription of candles and have unlimited access to the meditation classes. So we, meaning me and my team, have been working very diligently to make sure the quality that we bring is, and the energy gives you an opportunity to grow. An opportunity to grow is all that you can ask. Circumstances, your own internal dialogue, and of course, how much you're ready to receive is always going to be a factor. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is also healthy. It's also healthy. But my programs work because my people do their work. Energy exchange is one of the most powerful things we have on this planet. Learning how to use the energy that Spirit has given us, that's like priceless. Because it'll keep you comfortable. It'll keep you mentally in a state of, okay. Now, don't get me wrong. As we move into these different areas, there will be dark times. There will be changes that some of us will like, some of us will not like. Just make sure your boundaries are clear about what you don't like and where you want to go. Because it really boils down to conviction. Conviction. And everybody has their own definition of what that is. So some have more than others, some have too much, some don't have shit. They have nothing. They're completely bankrupt. Spiritually bankrupt. So they are subject to whatever they feel like doing at that moment. But you don't have to be one of those people. You do not have to be one of those people. If you're listening to this podcast, to this stream, then you're good. Spirit's got you. All you got to do is listen. Listen, joy, follow, be of light, starting on the inside. You treat you good. You take care of that little girl and that little person inside of you. You ask that person to watch over you and be with you. And don't dismiss your feelings. Please don't do that. It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody. Make sure you are being the best version of yourself. All right? That's all you got to do. And if you do happen to lose it, because Neptune and Aries does say you can whip somebody's ass really good right now. I mean, somebody comes the wrong way. I do feel for them Aries and Piscean energy because you will have a clear definition of whip ass, like that can be on the table about to be cracked off. So if you've done all you can do and you still feel like you're not being heard, you got to do what you got to do. Blessings to you. Blessings to you, because that's also a part of growth. You have to figure out what that looks like to you, though. Yeah, you got to figure out all those nuances, because once again, it's about what's going on in here, not what's going on out there. All right? So I think I covered all my notes. Now, remember, I'm also available for one-on-one, guys. If you want a session with me, you could also register for that at the website as well, candlesbyari.com, and just click classes, reports, and sessions, and that should be good. So I talked to you guys about the Mercury coming in next month, Mercury report, which I just think is going to be so divine. It's so cute. Yeah, you're going to take inward journeys. Okay. Watch whatever you're saying. I can't emphasize enough. Listen to what's coming out of your mouth. Yeah, Neptune and Aries says you could probably have a very sharp tongue just in general, but you can also may say things and don't even realize you're saying negativity to yourself. Yeah, so just watch that tongue. Okay. Yeah. And just get that lemon stuff going, guys. Lemons, grapefruits, limes, oranges. You know, that whole citrine family. Oh, man. Ugh. It's got vitamin C. You can use this stuff for more than one thing. If you have the right blender, you can make your own sorbet. Yeah, if you have one of those like vitamin, what were they called? It's that pulsing. It's that Vitamix. My grandma had one. And you could put everything in that gosh darn thing. So if you had a Vitamix and you had ice and you had a little either coconut milk or regular milk, it's up to you, dairy, not dairy, and you throw your lemons in there and you let that stuff go, it would pulverize everything. Let that freeze and set, you'd have sorbet. Straight out pure sorbet with nothing in it. How cool is that? One day. My dream is to have a beautiful kitchen, like in a beautiful location, but a bitchin' over the top, because I love to cook. I actually enjoy it, but my kitchen is not as big as I like. So the dream, you guys, the dream. Okay. All right. That was my moment. Oh, because I love it. Thank you guys for listening today. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day. Please like and share and follow. Please, I would appreciate it. And if you know somebody that's going through a hard time, say something nice to them. Maybe send them some flowers or drop off a little piece of something for them to eat. Try to just treat people the way you want to be treated. And know that you are blessed. Know that God's got you, man. Spirit has got you. They do not want you to fall, but they need you to participate. Okay? You got to have to get in there and you got to do the dance and make some decisions, and hopefully make decisions that are healthy for your long-term happiness, because that's what this is about. It's about your being happy on the inside. Remember, I'm live here on YouTube, at least once a week, but I upload constantly under Spiritual Coach Ari Mac, and of course on TikTok under Candles by Ari. So definitely like and follow there. Check out the website, candlesbyari.com and spiritualcoacharimac.com. That's where my programs are. The Manifestation Bootcamp and the GAP program is still on Candles by Ari, but we're working all that out. We're growing. Growing is showing, and sometimes you just got to do the dance and make the adjustments and be thankful. Thankful. So I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you. I appreciate all the love and support. Please, like I said, let's keep it going. Treat yourself kind. Do something good for you today, okay? Even if it's just taking yourself out to get some lip balm, a nice lotion for your hands. Just take care of you. Treat yourself like you want others to be treated. All right? And remember, you are blessed. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you.